Hello and welcome to Black River, and thank you very much for tuning in today. It is podcast day, and I am joined by Josh.
Hello.
And my dog.
Which one?
Mickey.
Yeah.
He's fast asleep. He's so cute. That's your puppy. He's fucking adorable. He is. I put my pillows up against my wall this morning.
Okay.
And he'd come up. He
So you
creaked
made
open
yourself
my door.
a padded room, have you, for those insanity moments?
Well, no, I had my pillow up against my wall because I was sitting back on my bed watching YouTube videos with him kind of snuggled up with me in the morning.
Fapping.
And with him on my lap, no thanks.
Oh, God.
It's fucking revolting. But I left them there, and they're still there at the moment. But he came back in a little while later, jumped up on the bed and scuffed the pillows away.
Right.
To the point it fell almost in like a tent shape, and he just crawled in the space between the two pillows and had like his own little tent and just flat out fell asleep, stretched out in between my pillows.
Oh. So he pretty much was a hot dog.
He was adorable. It was just like, that is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Did you take a picture?
I missed it. I was too busy giving him attention. He was so adorable. He's like, oh my god, you're so cute. He stinks, but he's cute. Aren't you, pups? Yes, I am. Anyway, that was sorry about that. Bit of a tangent. But yeah, this is the Ramble podcast where we literally just chat shit for anything up to 45 minutes, occasionally more. And where would you like to start off?
At the moment, I'm kind of broke, but I bought one of these, spinning things. Those what are they? I don't even know what they're called. Like spinning top
tops?
thing.
You bought yourself a spinning top.
Those things that kind of go between your fingers and they just spin for minutes. I don't even know what they're called. Bought one for very cheap, £5.
In between your fingers?
Those things, they just like, they spin. I can't think what they're called. I don't know what they are. They just spin. It's weird. I'm like hypnotized by this spinning metal disc thing. Don't know if you can hear it. Can you hear that humming noise?
I can hear something.
Yeah, that's it. That's it spinning. So I'm hypnotized by this thing.
You fucking weirdo. Absolute weirdo. This is what you've been doing for the last week, isn't it? You've just been sat there spinning this thing. Destroy the world? Oh, yes, master. Yes, master.
What's that? Caused 9/11 again? Oh my god.
No, we're not going there. No. But speaking of America, I will talk about something. I've literally, within the last probably hour and a half, I've just finished watching Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I bought the DVD and we sat down and watched it downstairs on the big TV. No, I missed it in cinemas.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Have you seen
it?
Yeah,
it's in cinema. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's good, isn't it? I quite liked, I can't remember what the actor's name is called.
Eddie Redmayne?
Possibly, yeah. I quite liked him as like the main protagonist. He was
well, he also played Stephen Hawkins and got an Oscar for it.
So what was he? He played the Danish girl, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah, he I don't know. I don't particularly. He always just plays that weird person, and it's almost like Michael Cera. It's just that's his trope. That's all he does. Michael Cera looks 16 continuously, and that's all he does.
Yeah, but I think he does it quite well. I mean, I haven't seen the rest of the film, but I did enjoy his performance. I don't know. It was because he was quite a silent, but kind of he knew lots of stuff. It's a weird like kind of character type that you don't really come across as a main protagonist.
Yeah, actually. Now I look back on it, there felt like there was very little dialogue.
Yeah, he doesn't speak much. It's more down to his the sidekick, the what's he called? What was the fat guy called? The character.
I've already forgotten.
No, you know who I mean.
Yeah, but he had me creasing. He was
Really? I thought some of
funny.
his moments was really funny.
That's what I'm saying. He had me creasing. He was funny.
Oh, I thought you meant like Creasy's like, oh,
No,
that's
that's
really awkward. Or...
cringe. No,
Oh, right.
creasing with laughter. No,
Oh,
he
I'm
was.
glad we have
Yeah,
our
he
English
was
lessons.
so funny.
It was, yeah, I think he definitely makes the film. I think without him, it would be very
It'd be very
because
dry.
it'd be very dry. I mean, they do need those things, those special kind of characters that kind of react to this kind of the magic, and that really brings it out more.
Yeah, yeah. No, I did like his story, and I kind of liked how it ended for him as well.
Yeah, that was really sweet. It was
It's like,
it was
why
a
did he?
sweet
I was
ending.
so annoyed with him going out, and I thought, why would he do that?
Hmm.
But you kind of know that it didn't actually affect him. He still remembers, if you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
he is like because he was making the bread out of the animals and
He was
stuff.
making pastries, yeah, the
Pastries,
creatures
yeah.
he saw, and then once he saw the woman, it kind of all flooded back to him.
Yeah, it was a nice, sweet ending, and I don't know, but there were some things that I disagreed with, obviously in the film.
And one of my main gripes is once again CGI. There's parts when
Yeah,
they're like on
some
the
of the
top of the
CGI
building, and
was
it just
pretty
looks a bit
poor.
just like, ugh. You can tell. And that whole thing where he did with that fucking great big rhino thing.
Oh, the dance, the kind
And he
of
was
the
doing
making
that.
dance or something.
It was like, what the fuck am I watching?
But I think what made it up is that that little mole thing that keeps on stealing like diamonds and stuff.
Yes,
That
yeah,
was fucking hilarious. I
he
loved that.
was.
The cinema was just like burst out into laughter when that thing was just like trying to be still and holding the diamonds. And I can't remember the character's
Yeah,
name. I mean, really?
Newt just walks past. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it was. He
Like,
was certainly very funny, and I liked the little
yeah.
snake things. The creatures were fantastic. They were
Mm.
really quite cool.
Yeah,
But
they definitely brought out the individual characteristics of those creatures, even just like personality wise. Like even
yeah,
that little green thing.
a little stick. Yeah,
Yeah, and
stick
it was
insect.
cool how he ended up using them like there's that weird yo-yo kind of bird lizard thing or something.
Yeah, that thing was fucking weird.
Yeah, it was cool. It was quite cool. But then there was some like scenes like the execution thing. I thought, okay, that's a bit dark. You know, they could have just
That
like
was
do something
so
else, or
fucking dark.
like that's just instant death into a
It's
big
not even
black thing.
instant death.
Oh, it was acid. It's like pretty much.
That's what I'm saying.
acid,
It was
wasn't
just acid. Because
Yeah.
when she was being saved from it, she was sinking into it, and the chair was
Yes.
melting. And I'm sitting there thinking, they're gonna burn her alive?
Yes, it's weird. Well, why can't they just like cast like
A spell straight through the
booster rate,
skull or
like,
something.
or even that? Oh, well, they can't because it goes against the law to use that killing magic, isn't it? Like killing spell.
Well, no, I'm sure there's a particular killing spell, but if you've got justification for it and it's the execution,
Yeah. I mean,
I
can't they
think
just
that
put
would
them
be
in
allowable.
Azkaban? There we go. That's where they put everyone else. Everyone else that does killings. And
Well, no,
stuff like that.
that's based in the UK. That's
Yeah,
in.
just ship them off to the UK. I'm
Yeah,
sure the
but
Americans have got a version
How?
of Azkaban.
Yeah, but back then that would have taken weeks. It'd
I
take
mean,
a
they got teleportation magic.
Well, then why the fuck did Eddie Redmayne get on the boat?
That's a very good point, actually. Why didn't he make the boat? I don't know. I don't know the magics of the laws.
I
of
think
how far you can do.
that is very much where you can see.
No.
I think that's how a lot of
you
that
can't
extended.
see you can't go from Ron Weasley's house to Diagon Alley in London.
No, that's a different one. No, that's a different. That's actually a spell. They've got an item that does it.
Oh, I'm sure they
They've
can
got a
make an item that does it.
Yeah, but they had a trinket. But everyone who was doing it was teleporting to like a place they could see. I think.
No,
Or they
I
had like
can't
a
remember
range of
Harry
effects.
Potter. No, because there's
They had like a range of
evaporate.
effects.
It's called evaporating, isn't it, or something?
Something like that.
Yeah,
But you
there's
saw
plenty of
Colin
scenes that
Farrell,
they kind
who
of go
was
from like
teleporting. You
London
could see he was
to, like...
shoot. Yeah, but he was flying. He was flying like a Dementor sort of thing. Colin Farrell was when he went to see Ezra Miller.
No, I mean, in other like Harry Potter in general lore, there are plenty of spells that they can just teleport to places like from London down to the down to Cornwall in an instant.
Yeah, well, like I was saying, they are using an instrument. Like they were using
No, it's a spell. It's a spell. They're just gonna
a spell
they
within.
evaporate.
Yeah, but they were using the bloody fire shoots and all that to do it.
No, not the fire shoots. Like
Yeah, but that's how they did a lot of it in the actual books and all that sort of stuff. They were teleporting.
The later ones, they just go evaporate. They just pop out somewhere else.
Yeah,
there's no spell. There's no fireplace. There's no.
They were using an item. They were using a trinket or something that Hermione had that she
Everyone
left with
does
them.
evaporate.
I'm not sure. I think there's a slightly different thing. I think their
it's all like
evaporate
part of the
was
movie.
somewhat different than that, but yeah.
Because like it's like they showed a scene where like Ron gets splinched or something, and his arm gets ripped off. It's that same thing. Do you remember that?
Yeah, but that was with the trinket. That's what I'm on about.
I swear there wasn't a trinket. I swear that
I'm
everyone
almost
could just
sure there
do
was a
that.
trinket or something. There was something specific. They couldn't be traced with it or whatever. But I won't get into that.
Disapparates.
'Cause
I'm
that's a
curious.
fucking-
I'm gonna find this. What the
That's
hell
just a
is this
fucking
thing?
deep hole to go down.
I'm going down the rabbit hole.
Jesus Christ, the Harry Potter lore. Jesus, fuck that.
Harry Potter Wikipedia.
Fuck that, man.
You carry on though.
Oh yeah, totally. Okay. Yeah, what am I going to
Carry
talk?
on.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
no,
you go
I
ahead.
thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I thought it was good. The CGI was quite weak. Could have done better on that aspect. And I'd be interested to see how the sequel comes out with Jude Law playing Albus Dumbledore.
Yes.
Yes.
What did you think of creepy Johnny Depp?
I'd forgotten. I knew he was in it, and I thought, and when it suddenly happened, I was like, "Oh, holy shit! Yes, I forgot." And honestly, yeah, he seems to do that quite often, you know, because
He
he
does
did
those
that in
weird roles, doesn't he?
or it's just to kind of appear last minute and be the final filler or something, like he was in fuck, what was it called? With Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum. Oh fuck me. I can't remember the name of that movie now. There was a sequence of them. Channing Tatum. 21 Jump Street. He appeared in like 21, 22 or 23, whatever it was. And you had Johnny Depp that appeared in one of that. He was an undercover agent or whatever. Do you not remember that?
No, I don't think I remember that now. Sorry, I'm partially paying attention and partially reading that all these spellings.
Jesus Christ.
I will not be proven wrong.
Can't
But
find
no,
it.
carry on. I'm right.
Find
I am
them.
right.
I'm almost sure there was a trinket or something involved, but fuck. I can't remember which Jump Street he was in, but he was in a Jump Street movie as an undercover cop, and he got shot by like Jonah Hill or whatever. It was like very
Right.
funny. He wasn't a bad guy or anything. I don't believe so. Well, not that I can remember. It's been so fucking long since I've seen that movie as well.
Never seen the film.
But you've never seen the Jump Street films?
Nope.
Dude, they are so fucking funny.
Doesn't really appeal to me. It's not so. I've heard lots of things like, "Oh, it's hilarious, it's really good," but it's just, nah, it just doesn't kind of. I haven't been
Oh, you
bothered to watch it.
pussy bitch. I watched Central Intelligence the other night,
Right.
which is Kevin Hart and Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Right.
And Jesus Christ, that was also very funny. I didn't
Is that
expect
the
it to
one
be.
where he begins really fat or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the really fat dude, and he ends up in the future becoming The Rock, and he's a CIA agent.
He becomes the Rock, the wrestling.
Yeah, and Jesus, at certain points it had me really, really rolling. It was so funny, and I had to cut it off halfway through because I had to go to work. So I watched the rest the next evening, and it was just so funny. It really was, and it's a bit like you've got these kind of cop buddy drama, cop buddy comedy movies that seem to be making a sort of resurgence lately. Because Ride Along is fucking funny as well, which is also Kevin Hart and Ice Cube. And have you seen
Oh
those?
yes, I have seen that.
Yeah,
Well, I've not seen it, but I've seen the trailers for it.
and
That looks quite funny.
that was fucking funny as well. and they're all in the same sort of league. They're all the same sort of thing.
Mm.
It's just that's how it's going, and fucking good film, fucking good film. Gave me a good giggle because it's also got Aaron Paul in it
Mm.
in Central Intelligence. Just like, fuck me. And I don't particularly like Kevin Hart. He annoys me typically, but he was just
Really?
very funny.
Why does he annoy you?
I don't. He just annoys me. It's just him. I don't like what he does outside, and he's just a bit of a show off dude. You know
Okay.
what I mean? He just feels like, oh, I'm so
He
rich and just have to
he generally
flaunt it.
plays the same character quite a lot of the time. I would say
Mm,
that. I wouldn't say how
yeah,
he typically annoys me.
it's like his comedy show was kind of funny, but he's not an actor.
No, that's fair
He
enough.
just spends a lot of time screaming and doing the same sort of
That's
facial movement. So he he's got no range. He's got no nothing to him. So he's not really that exciting. But other than that, those films quality, and you should watch the Jump Street series, and you should watch the Ride Along movies because they're good.
yeah, fair enough. If I get around to it, I'm sure I'll watch it eventually, sometime.
They're quality.
I mean, I reckon I'll be pinned down and forced to watch it.
Right, okay. But I'm going to move on from here. I'm going to move over to some more The Walking Dead news.
Oh, go on
We have, it's not huge. Stephen Ogg, the guy who plays Trevor in GTA 5,
then. Yep.
and I can't remember who he plays in actual The Walking Dead, but he is now cast as a regular on the show
Oh, so there's gonna
for
be
the
more of
next
him. Okay.
season. Yeah, so there is going to be a lot more of him,
That's quite
and
interesting.
there is potentially going to be some disastrous effects over the next few months with the America's Writers Guild or something like that,
Go on.
pulling off a protest and not actually doing any work. So we could see a few of the big TV shows that are being filmed around about now to the end of the year for launch towards the end of the year and to the start of next year could be affected, and we might end up losing a couple of episodes on a season or whatever because the writers are on strike. I didn't really read the full story. I couldn't be bothered. It was like strike. Oh, great.
That's why they're on strike. No one's reading this shit.
Yeah, it's just apparently it's something to do with pay and benefits. They're not getting enough apparently. I don't
Fair
know what
enough.
they get to begin with, so it's more than I'm getting. That's for fucking sure. Um, yeah, so
Greedy bastards.
we could lose some episodes of The Walking Dead, dependent on whether the scripts have been done or not.
Oh,
So
maybe we shall have to see.
yes, and I believe it also affect because there was one quite a while back that affected Lost. There was a series that only had 9 episodes or something like that.
Not end of the world though.
No, I'm not saying it's
One
not the end of the
episode's not
world, but
gonna really kill it.
it's cutting something else out that. And also with The Walking Dead, you've got all of that fucking background material. You don't always need a writer, do you? But
No.
it's already you've got the source material. It's already there written for you. All you're doing is translating it to paper. But no, so hopefully it doesn't affect it. I think it's probably already done by this point, but you never know. You never know. And moving on from there into more movie news is that Spidey will be appearing in the Avengers 4 movie. It has been officially confirmed as
That's
of
cool.
this week. So we know at the end of Spider-Man Homecoming, he will not be dead.
Oh, that's good. 'Cause was it a while ago that was it Sony wanted him back or something for?
I did hear rumors that Sony were a bit peeved and they wanted,
They wanted to do another, not the moon, not another
yeah, they
reboot, but
wanted to try and bring Spidey back into something. Yeah,
yeah, I think they just need to let go now. It's they've had
they've realized, yeah,
plenty
they've
enough
realized they've
times.
scred it over.
They
Yeah.
have.
Although
It's
the
just
Amazing Spider-Man movie, I didn't mind the first one, and the second one, it was an alright film.
Yeah,
It just
it's
didn't perform very well. That's the problem with
that's
it.
true. I think we've all seen enough of Uncle Ben's death. That's for sure. I don't want to see that again.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad because they kind of glossed over that, didn't they? They kind of ignored that whole
Yeah.
aspect in the latest.
And I mean, there's only so many ways that they can say, "Oh, with power comes great responsibility." They're gonna run out eventually of ways of saying it. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Actually, just kind of moving on from your kind of links into obviously Spider-Man. Obviously, Marvel's released a new trailer for their all kind of new series that come out.
I did
Um,
see something about it.
it's called
It's,
Cloak and Dagger.
yeah, it's Netflix, is it?
I don't know if it's a Netflix exclusive. Actually, probably is actually because quite a lot of them have been Netflix exclusives. Um, but it's weird because a lot of these heroes I've not heard of before, like ever. Like I've never heard was it Iron Fist? I haven't watched that actually because I heard it was really bad, but I should get around to that.
Apparently, it's
Um,
really good. It just didn't stick very well.
yeah, but I think did Dan talk about it? I can't remember if he did before.
Yeah, he might have. He
I
might
vaguely
have.
remember him talking something about it. I can't remember what his response was. It was something I don't know.
I don't think it was negative.
But it's this one looks quite interesting. It's like two obviously two teenagers who get given or get chemical given powers. And they kind of work together. One's like more shadow, or like dark and shadow, and the other one's all like light and stuff. And it looks quite interesting actually. I might actually watch this. And it's been a while since I've watched a superhero kind of TV show. The last one I watched was Jessica Jones, which was fucking amazing. As well. But I mean, I don't think you'll watch that, will you? You're not really into the kind of
Not
superhero
into the
TV
TV
shows.
show, no.
No.
I think the last superhero TV show I actually sat down to watch was Smallville,
Oh right, wow,
like
that
classic
was quite a
Smallville.
long time ago then.
It's the only one I can think of because I don't really like the new one. It's just they feel so cheesy. They really
Yeah,
do.
some of them get
Like
quite
that new
dark.
Superwoman one, that just looks so corny.
Was there a Superwoman one? I
There's a
wasn't aware of this.
Superwoman TV show, yeah. It's linked in.
Okay.
There's Superman appeared on there as well, but it wasn't
Oh,
the
is it
actual
Supergirl? You mean?
Supergirl. Sorry.
Oh yes, yeah. That is very cheesy. I saw one episode and I thought, nope, look, I'm not gonna watch this. That's
I
the
saw a
lighter
fucking trailer
version.
for it, and it was just like, Jesus Christ, this looks
I think
awful.
I think you'd enjoy Arrow. I think you'd enjoy that because it's a bit more
Meh,
darker. You can like
meh.
they do
I do have
torture
a
and
pop
stuff. And
vinyl in fucking Arrow.
D,
Oliver
where do you get that one
Green.
from?
One of the geek boxes.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Uh, meh. He's just he's sat up there with the rest of the pops, but it's just kind of weird. It's just like I don't watch it. I just kind of kept it around.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
What else did I see across? Apparently, is it because obviously Disney are making lots of live action films now.
Yeah. Don't remind
So
me.
apparently, Will Smith is in talks about being the genie in Aladdin.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, what's your impression of obviously all these live action films of all the classics? I mean,
I
they
think
are
we
kids.
touched on this before, but
Did we actually touch it? Probably did.
we might,
It sounds
or
like a
I might
topic
have
we
been
talked about.
berating my brother about it.
Ah.
No, I was berating my brother about it because he says, "Oh yeah, the only reason I went, this is the only reason I wanted to watch it because it's exactly the same as the original, which is in relation to Beauty and the Beast." And I said, "Well, why the fuck did you not just watch the original? Why did you
Yeah.
go to the cinema and watch it?" And he said, "Because it's not live action." I was like, "That's got nothing to do with it. If it's exactly the same thing, but the original is what got you into that, you should really go back to the source material." It's literally just a reskin. That's all it is.
It
And
was, yeah.
that's what annoys me. It's like Beauty and the Beast, a complete reskin just with Emma Watson to kind of sell it a little further. And I can't remember what the other one was. Or all these other ones are just going to be exactly the same as the movies, but just reskins.
What
While
was the
if
other
you
one?
look at Jungle
Was it Jungle
Book,
Book? That was it.
Jungle
Yeah.
Book actually went back to the original source material, which was prior to the movie, to the animated movie. So it was a
Yeah.
lot darker and it had a lot more, it had a lot of different
Went a bit
themes in it
further. Yeah.
and had a lot more in there, a lot more substance that kind of separated itself from the original. that's where I can agree with it. It's like, yes, you're taking the tale and you're actually expanding on it. You're revitalizing it. You're giving it its own life. While Beauty and the Beast was literally them kicking a dead horse.
I mean, there are plenty of other kind of versions
might
of
be-
films that they've kind of added little twists, and it's shit. Like, for example, the Snow White stuff. Have you seen some of
Oh
those
yeah,
films?
Snow White and the Huntsman. Mum
That's
watched one of them the
fucking
other day.
trash. Good
Yeah,
God, they make Snow White into some sort of battle maiden. Like, fucking hell.
yeah. There's some
Um,
things like that.
but
It
then there's
has to
like
be done in a way
Maleficent
that
version was really good, I thought, because there's a new different twist to it, which is a bit, which was a good. It was linked to like the beginning to the original, and then they kind of took it like a different route. So it was like that was a good film. If you haven't seen Maleficent before,
I haven't. I haven't.
that's quite a good film.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it, and it does kind of look cool. It's just, meh, just not
It's
really
just
got
pulling on
around
the
to it.
childhood nostalgia strings, really.
Don't think I ever saw the original Maleficent.
Sleeping Beauty, really? Yeah, okay.
Oh, Sleeping Beauty. Sorry, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But no, there are a variety of things that can happen that will change for the better or worse. It has to be done sort of tastefully, but it has to kind of differentiate itself from the rest.
Yeah.
Because as much as those Snow White films are probably quite crap, what they've done is they've separated themselves directly from the source material from the original movie. They've developed their own theme, they've had their own writers work on it and develop something different. While in this one, it was, like I said, just kicking a dead horse and just literally just peeling off the skin and whacking a shiny new CGI front to it. It's just it loses its charm as well. Now, I haven't watched the new Jungle Book, but I can tell you straight off the bat which one I'm going to prefer is the original classic because it had that animated style. It's got the pure Disney, it's got the nostalgia behind it, which a lot of people were buying into this new movie for as well. So it's that nostalgia factor there for the original that would be just win everything for me there. And personally, I think if you were to do an Aladdin movie, it's going to be so PC.
It is, yeah. I mean, I was reading an article about it that the director's he's not gonna whitewash it. It's all gonna be, quite ethnically correct cast.
Yeah, but you're almost guaranteed it's going to be a little bit too PC.
Well, yeah. I mean, there are some parts of Aladdin you think, oh Jesus Christ, okay, fair enough. That's a bit, you can't really do that. Like for example, like there was a scene where one of the prick princes about to strike kids with a whip.
Yeah,
I mean, they can't really even imitate that because that'd be
they'll
bloody
ignore
dark.
something like that, won't they? Yeah.
Or even yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's some scenes that you think, okay, yeah, we could probably do this in animated form, but in real life, yeah, we can't show this to kids.
Yeah, I don't know. Just think it'll be a little bit too over PC, and they'll be a little bit very careful with how they represent it towards the audience, in case they get branded as racist again. And honestly, the classic is going to be leagues better. And Will Smith,
yeah.
Will Smith against Robin
good.
Williams.
Yeah, against Robin Williams, you just can't beat it. Especially when it hasn't been that long since he passed away. It's just going to be like,
It's actually been a little while.
Has it really? How long has it been?
It's been a few years.
Has it really? Oh god, time just seems to be going by too fast. Robin Williams. When did he go?
If you look at his Wikipedia page or search him in Google, it will
say
2014.
So August 2014.
Yeah,
So, oh, Jesus Christ,
ago.
that's been a while. Time just seems to fly by. Fucking hell.
You're telling me. Yeah, so it's just... I don't know. Essentially, he's got giant boots to fill.
Yep.
And that is not going to be easy.
No. Personally, the music as well. I mean, the music that Robin Williams did in that film was you just can't beat it, can you?
And personally, I don't think Will... I don't think he'll stand... He probably will go along with it. I'm not going to lie. He's very much motivated in that sort of...
apparently he cancelled another film. They're going to do a Dumbo remake. How the fuck they do that? God knows.
God.
I mean,
Yeah, I
that
heard
would be
about
like
that. I
that
heard
just sounds
about that.
stupid. That just sounds
Yeah.
CGI completely. I mean, they're going to do like a human version where like there's a kid with giant ears. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, it's terrible, terrible thought.
I mean,
But I
all the
think
films
Will,
they could do again. I reckon they should do a Pinocchio one or something, at least, because that's old enough.
I think Pinocchio would translate quite
With
well.
Twilight, I thought you'd say.
Would translate quite well because you can
Mhm.
CGI that sort of thing. It would
Yeah, I think they've done it
kind of
before
work
as
because it would
well.
look a bit like Hugo. You know that movie Hugo?
Yes, yeah.
It would sort of be along that sort of aspect. I could see it kind of mimicking that sort of style. Um, but yeah, Will Smith, I think he'll go along with it, but he won't do the character justice. And I feel he might be coming up to a point where he's getting a little bit beyond his prime.
Mm.
Because in I Am Legend, I loved him. He was fantastic. That's one of my favorite movies. He was incredible.
Yep.
And £7, also one of my favorite
Good, yeah.
films that fucked me over. And A Place of Happiness, also. Oh, they're just so heavy, hard-hitting ones. But then we saw the one he did with his son, After Earth, and
Oh,
Jesus
that's
Christ,
awful.
was that bad?
That was really
That
bad.
was
Yeah.
awful. And then he comes out with this recent one, Concussion, I think it was called.
Oh, is it the one where he's like
He
plays a
played the
coach or
doctor.
something?
He played the doctor who was trying to increase the regulations
Yeah.
um, and prevent
There's
concussions
there's
in the
one
NFL or
been after
something.
that as well, wasn't there? It's called Collateral Beauty or something. I saw the trailer for it around about Christmas time last year.
Yes, I haven't seen that one.
I haven't seen that either, but I've heard mixed reviews about it.
I think, yeah. And it's just, he kind of lost it in Concussion because he had that really thick accent and it just didn't play very well.
Oh, we forgot Suicide Squad as well.
Yeah, but let's be perfectly honest, no one was really acting in that movie.
No, it wasn't. No, fair play. I'll give you that.
Will Smith was just jumping around and shooting shit.
Yeah.
There was very little there, and he didn't really play it that well. It wasn't like a standout performance. It was something any normal person could kind of pull off, Not to be nasty, but
No, I'm just looking through actually Will Smith's just video, some of the films he's been in. It's actually lots of them. I think, oh, actually, these are good films. Obviously, like I Am Legend, as you said. Hancock, I quite enjoyed Hancock.
yeah, he's done some
Um,
quality films.
Hitch was good. I enjoyed Hitch.
I've seen parts of that. I've never seen the whole thing.
I, Robot, remember that? That's an oldie.
Oh, I, Robot was a classic. We watched that in
Yeah.
school.
We did, yeah, I remember that.
We did that along with Minority Report for English reports.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, there's loads of shit here. I forget all this stuff.
I think it was
Rewatch
English. It
them.
could have been something else, but I seem to remember we watched it at school. Or it could have been on our tutor group at the Christmas time.
Yeah, I think that we did that definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely we saw it iRobot then, that's for sure. God, the good old days.
Yeah.
The good old days.
But he's done some like quality stuff.
Mm.
But it all feels,
All behind him now.
yeah, quite a few years back. So I'm wondering whether we'll get a resurgence of him a little bit later in life.
Mm.
When he gets a little bit older. Hopefully he doesn't go like Robert De Niro reality TV show way. Hopefully he kind of mellows out.
Comes the next Morgan Freeman.
To a degree, but have you seen what Morgan Freeman's doing now?
No, what's he been doing?
He's
Oh,
been
he did
doing
that old
shitty
film
movies.
with Kane. Was it with Michael Caine?
Michael
and...
Caine and some other dude.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be like a funny comedy, and it's just like, Jesus, this is painful.
It's just like an old people robbing a bank, isn't it? It's like
Yeah.
the old version Italian Job or something.
He went from, let's be perfectly honest here, he went from Shawshank Redemption to this crap. And he's done movies like that, like Red.
Oh, Red.
You remember
good,
Red?
Yeah.
Retired, Extremely Dangerous. Funny films, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, it's just old people doing funny things in brackets. And it kind of loses its charm after a while. I don't want to see actors that have that sort of ability and range and wonder to end up doing shit, you know?
Yeah, I get you.
It's like Robin Williams towards the end of his life was doing some really heavy, hard-hitting stuff, but he was also doing his comedy because that's how he was as well. But he
Yeah.
was a comedian to start off with, so he was always kind of harping back to his roots. It's just like, ugh. Like a classically trained actor doing that shit. I don't get it. I don't get it. But have you got anything else to add
Uh, have you seen
on
the
that
Kingsman?
topic?
No, I'm moving
Oh,
on.
the
To just kind of
original
film
Kingsman,
stuff.
hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because I've heard this obviously the teaser trailer for the new ones.
Yeah, we
Came
just
out.
flashed a load of shit across the screen, yeah.
Oh, bloody hell! Okay, epileptic people beware.
Yeah, GameSpot slows it down for you, so if you do want to see a slowed down
Ah,
version of it, go to the GameSpot Facebook page. They have a slowed
that
down
looks really
version.
cool. I can't wait for that to come out. I love the first
Honestly,
one.
it's going to be wicked because that first one was quality.
It's so good.
That was fucking fantastic. And it
And
just kind of blew it for me. I didn't think it was going to be that good.
it's classy. It's like it takes like that genre and just slightly takes the mick out of it, but makes it like
It's
awesome again.
You know what it is? It is kind of it's kind of the middle ground between James Bond
Hmm.
and Austin Powers. And 1 second,
Yes,
while you keep
I can see
talking.
that. Wow, I keep talking. But yeah, I can't wait for that as well. I need to watch it because the clips. There's just I can't. I was trying to pause and think, oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? Can't really see it. But isn't what's he called?
Colin Firth,
Colin Firth.
he's back.
Who is it now? I can't remember his name. We were talking about him earlier. Bloody hell, Tatum.
Channing Tatum. Yeah, he's in
Yeah,
it.
he's in
Yeah,
it.
he'll be
He's
in it.
quite. He's
So
a bit. I think
its
he's a bad
cast has
guy.
grown. He
Yeah,
seems to be like a
definitely.
cowboy or something, doesn't he?
Yeah,
I'm not quite sure exactly what he does, but no, that looks wicked.
yeah. I think they're kind of going to America, so they're going to Americanize it a tiny bit, probably, which I'm not really looking forward to. I enjoyed the British kind of.
I think it's still going to be British.
It has to be British.
I think it's going to be very much British. But
Mm.
I'm just going to add one thing before we close off here.
Cool.
Call of Duty have announced their title for this year.
All right.
Call of Duty World War II.
Okay. Right.
People were getting sick and tired and complaining about it and said, go back to your roots. So they did. And people are complaining about it.
Just
The irony, the absolute irony.
They can't win, can they? They can't win.
Honestly, it'll probably be an okay game. It's just I've kind of gone off Call of Duty in general over the years, so I probably won't pick it
haven't
up.
played a Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2, and I'm quite happy about this.
Yeah. But in fact, I actually played a couple of EGX.
Oh, did you? What was the last one?
Yeah, the most recent one. You didn't go to it. It was the most recent Call of Duty plus Modern Warfare, the reboot that came in, the remastered edition. We played that, and yeah, it just wasn't particularly exciting. It was just the line was fucking dead quiet for it, which was like, holy shit, yeah, let's just go play.
Kill a few minutes. Let's go play that.
Yeah, exactly. So we played 2 rounds and bossed it. It's like, still fucking got it. But yeah, I am going to wrap it up here, mate, because I need to go dive off quickly in a second. But
Cool.
yeah, thank you very much for joining me. If you enjoyed this podcast and you would like to see more, click the subscribe button. And then once you click the subscribe button, click the little bell, like the video, and tune in next Sunday for more. We'll see you then. Bye. Fuck you, you cunt.